Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an oyster boy, and I just wanted to introduce this yeast versus yeast video before we get together with Penny and try the beers and tell you what I'm going to have made with it. So this is a pretty cool one that I've been looking forward to doing for a while, and this is going to what a terrible pun. This is going to put Verdant IPA yeast from LalMand up against the new kid on the block, which is LalBrew's Pomona, which should be really good for hazies and New England pales. Verdant, as we know, very well known for hazies in New England. A lot of people's go-to choice. I do very often use this, although more recently I've been using WHC Saturated, because it's about half the price, does the same job. But I'm going to pitch this Verdant up against the Pomona, and the base beer that I've chose to use for that is actually Verdant's Sundialer kit from the malt miller. What better way to test a Verdant beer than using a Verdant kit, or Verdant yeast, than to use a Verdant kit? And then I think chucking in some Pomona and doing a side-by-side between those two beers should really give some great results and some good things to talk about. So I'm going to go and get this doughed in now, get it brewed, catch you again in a couple of weeks, and me and Penny will be trying these beers. So see you soon, guys. Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and today we are going to be... What have we found in there?
Is it dog hair or something?
That must be yours. Today we are going to be looking at the same beer made with two different yeasts, so a yeast versus yeast trial. Okay. This is a Verdant Sundialer kit made with the Verdant IPA yeast from LalMand, and this is a Verdant Sundialer kit, the same Verdant Sundialer kit, just split in half, made with LalMand's Pomona, which is their new hybrid IPA yeast.
Okay.
So we're going to have a look at these two and see if there's any differences. So,
what should we be getting from this? What's
Verdant,
special about this?
Verdant IPA says that it is specially selected in collaboration with Verdant Brewing for its ability to produce a variety of hop-forward and malty beers. Prominent notes of apricot and undertones of tropical fruit and citrus merge seamlessly with hop aromas. And then Pomona is a hybrid yeast selected for flavour in hoppy beers. Produces a unique, juicy flavour profile with notes of peach, citrus, and tropical fruits.
Okay, so basically we're just swapping peach for apricot.
Pretty much, yeah.
See, the yeast for modern hop-forward beers, not the old hoppy beers. No,
just the modern ones.
Okay.
Just the modern ones. So we'll have a little look at these and see, what's this say? Why was Pomona a game changer?
Ooh.
High biotransformational potential, unique flavour profile with notes of peach, citrus, and tropical fruits, selected for fermentation, high gravity and highly hopped wort. Haze positive for stable haze, and robust and repitchable, so you can recycle it a couple of times. If you
for £5, I'd probably just buy another one.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so but side by side, these are the two beers. It was one beer, split batch, done in two separate temperature-controlled fridges, both set at the exact same setting. So I used to do it in one fridge on shelves, and then someone in the comments was like, well, it's going to be hotter at the top of the fridge than it is at the bottom. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Shut that guy up, got a second fridge, side by side.
How do you know, how can you tell? Okay, so
I've got Inkbirds, I've got Inkbirds in each
the
one.
same Inkbirds?
I mean, yes, same brand, same model.
Just in case he comments again.
I've got the same Inkbird, I've got the same heat tube at the bottom. Okay. It's basically two fridges right next to each other that should give me the best, I'm not going to say lab conditions. This was tested in shed conditions.
Yeah.
Yep.
LalMand conditions.
So, looks-wise, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Finishing gravity on these beers was exactly the same.
Okay.
So I don't really think there's anything different there.
I can already see this is going to be an exciting video.
Not
the same. So gravity.
The Pomona is selling itself on the taste.
Okay.
So I don't really. I haven't tried this beer.
20% more cost.
Pomona is.
Is it going to give you 20% more?
Well, we'll find out. I mean, can you see any difference in the?
No. I mean,
should we smell them? See if we can see the difference.
Okay. Should you smell for damp first?
I'll smell the Verdant one first.
I mean,
it smells.
We've already done a video on this.
We've just drank
the same.
a couple of pints of this, so it smells good.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swell.
This smells slightly sweeter, maybe, would you say?
There's very little in it on the aroma, isn't there?
It's maybe a bit more.
There's a bit more, a tiny bit more
tropicalness.
It's a bit like
a bit more piney. That one compared to that, would you say?
I was going to say it's not like
more
banana. It's Sort of like a lychee smell.
But you're really
that's on
having
this,
to-
But you've got to look.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not smelling them going, wow, they're fucking worlds
Yeah,
apart.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like very similar. Do a taste.
Okay.
OG,
taste the original
OG first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Solid beer, that, mate.
Tastes good like last time.
Yep.
I mean, by last time I mean 10 minutes ago.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
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 It's actually
Very similar.
It's smooth. It's smoother.
Do you think?
I think it's got not in the mouthfeel, but like the flavors are. It's a longer taste actually. That one. This one develops more in your mouth, I think.
You've obviously got more of a palate for these fruity hoppy beers than me.
This is great viewing, isn't it? People just watching me
I'd
and
say-
you repeatedly sip.
Maybe I get a little bit more peach. I do get a bit more of a peach.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not as peachy as like, what is it called? Jubel?
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 No, well that's
Jubel,
flavoured with
Jubel.
peach.
Yeah. But I was going to
peach
say, like,
flavourings, isn't it?
to manage people's expectations.
Yeah, no. It's
not that peachy.
No. It's maybe. I'm looking for it.
It does have some
I'm looking
peach.
for it.
It's got a lot of the same flavours that this has got. Plus some peach.
Verdant yeast.
Yeah. That's it. It's like I just spat on myself.
We've done a lot of yeast versus yeast,
Yeah.
and there's been like profound different flavour profiles, mouthfeels, and
This is one of them.
this is not one of them. You know, I'm just looking at the picture now, and it's, you know, the beer's popping out, and it's on an island full of fruit and stuff like that, and then the Verdant is just IPA, ale yeast, and
it's the same. It's very, very similar, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe they based it on similar because it's a hybrid. Maybe it's just a hybrid version of the Verdant. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like I'm literally sitting here looking and trying to find the differences, and there's very little. There really is very little in.
Yeah. So I would say
Looks-wise, identical. Smell-wise, pretty much identical. And taste-wise, yes, this does have some more peach. But if you were wanting to make a beer and you were relying on the fact it had peach in there, I'd probably look for something more peachy than what this is.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you couldn't get either of the yeasts, then you'd use the alternative, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. It's still a great beer.
Yeah. Like
You know.
if you had one or two in one of either of them in the fridge, you'll make a great beer with either of them.
Yeah.
But this one is cheaper by 20.
That's the Verdant.
The Verdant cheaper by 20%.
Yeah. Well, it's £4.25 at the malt miller, and the other one's
£5.25. Yeah. So
It's not even less than 20%.
It's less than 20%. So
We're splitting cares.
and we're splitting hairs on every element of this video.
Absolutely.
You know, there really isn't a lot in it.
No. It's like radio commentary trying to talk about F1. Really, it's, you know, they're really putting a lot of effort into.
He is driving that car.
So we're watching. There's 20 cars all driving just as fast.
Oh, mate, Penny doesn't understand F1. I'm a big fan. He just doesn't get it. But I mean, the outcome of this is that they are both great beers. But they are
Great beers.
Very
similar.
beers.
Maybe a slightly more fruity characteristic on the Lamans one, but
I think the only way we can make this interesting would be to do this beer, this yeast versus SO5. You know, like a very standard SO4, SO5, like a real standard yeast that people have been using for 20 odd years, and then put it against this. But again, I don't want to.
No.
You know,
no. Maybe if you were going to save £10, but to save £1, or probably it's. I mean, if you were comparing it to the Verdant one, it's probably the same.
Would I use this yeast, this Pomona, in place of Tropic Ale? Do you remember the super expensive file-producing liquid yeast that we used?
Yes.
I would use this instead of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Very similar flavour profile on the yeast. and this is £5 rather than £15.
There we go.
That I would use that, but if I had a choice of Verdant and Pomona, I've got a fridge full of Verdant, mate, to use Verdant.
There we go. There we go.
So yeah, hope that's been informative for you. If you were super excited about trying this yeast, sorry to have disappointed you. It is nice. They're both nice though, so don't go out of your way to get it if they don't have it at your local homebrew shop. But if it's there and you want to tip your order over the whatever your minimum balance is for free shipping,
Yeah.
chuck a sachet in.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, brilliant.
Cool.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Oyster out.
Oyster.